and so much love today here on Studio 10, especially as we are supporting survivors, thrivers, and caregivers. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but we want to let you know about the strides you can make even before we get there. So we want to welcome in two wonderful ladies from the American Cancer Society. We got Alexis and Cheryl. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yes, and bringing in the pink that we love to see. We got a little lighter pink, we got a bright pink, and we got your water bottle right here.
Yes.
You can't miss it. But you know, unfortunately, we are talking about cancer because it really does impact all of us in some sort of way, whether we know someone who has it or we have it ourselves. So I want to kind of start off by talking a little bit about what made you get into the American Cancer Society and how it's impacted you.
Yeah.
So I was diagnosed June of 2014 with breast cancer, and I actually got in the same year involved with the American Cancer Society, making strides that year. That was my first walk, and I've been having a team ever since. And I also utilized the programs that they had so that I could start my journey and be supported for the medical portion that I needed to do.
Right, because I can only imagine that when you hear news such as that, your heart drops, your mind starts racing. So how does an organization like the American Cancer Society kind of, I guess, put you on the path of a journey of support?
Well, first you need the support, and that's how they matched me. So they try to match you with someone who has had something similar, and that way that they can be like a buddy check on your way through your entire journey. And then from there I took advantage of the programs.
Yeah, so let's kind of dive into some of those programs, because a big part of the programs comes from research as well, research that is done and especially impacts those right here in mid-Michigan. Walk us through what we need to know and we should be proud of that happens right here.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that happens right here in not just mid-Michigan, but like Lansing specifically. So we fund researchers across Michigan. So we fund, I believe, currently 14 different researchers, 2 breast cancer researchers at the at Michigan State University. Sorry, I almost said that other school's name. But no, we actually fund 4 Michigan State researchers, but 2 of them are specifically in breast cancer. So the dollars that are raised through Making Strides Against Breast Cancer fund not just, you know, the needed patients programs like Reach to Recovery through our ACS Cares app, but the life-saving research that really, I mean, and right now research dollars it's unpredictable. And so the ACS really brings in that predictability a little bit more for researchers to say, okay, I can at least apply and have, you know, some steady research funding for however long their grant lasts. Yeah,
absolutely. Having some sort of steadiness in a time where it seems like when you're diagnosed, there's nothing that's in your control. And so you guys are able to provide that support and the services and really just kind of help and be there for them. So let's talk a little bit about Strides, because that's coming up in October. You said this was your first event that was a part of, like, being a part of the year that you were diagnosed. So literally walk us through what we can expect for Strides.
Well, the Capitol Walk is amazing. This will be my 10th year walking with it, you know, with a team, and the atmosphere and the buzz around the Capitol is so exciting. We have extracurricular activities before the walk starts. It's a full family event because cancer knows no age limit. You know, we have to incorporate the little ones all the way to those who might be even a generation above us.
And what is it like to be there when there is so many smiles on the faces and feeling that love? You know, what is the takeaway that you kind of hear of the buzzing around when people are out walking and feeling that support and dressed in, you know, their bright pink clothes?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the community that's rallying together around these survivors and the thrivers, but also the caregivers, because they also need an outlet and some community support behind them. And so really just making it known that people aren't alone in this battle. Like, we know cancer can be very isolating, and so really trying to break that kind of mentality and really making sure people all have the support that they need.
So we're about just under a month away to all of this kind of goes down to the Capitol. So what can our viewers at home really start right now to help this support? How can they start fundraising? How can they sign up so that they can be a part of all of this?
So they can register at makingstrideswalk.org/LansingMI.
Okay.
And it is so easy to register, no cost. They can create a team, friends, family, co-workers, anybody that they want, neighbors, and then they just start fundraising. Share it on Facebook. You can use our app, which is so easy to use. You can send text messages, emails right through it, and just, you know, asking your friends and family to support, whether it's fundraising, joining you at the walk day. I know Cheryl's a pace setter, so she has a goal of $2,500 that she's going to raise.
Wow,
which is phenomenal, and not, you know, that's like extraordinary. So she might have a few tips that she can share as well.
All right.
And I think the most important, those who are in their first year of diagnosis, it's important to come out so that you see you're not by yourself, that there are other women and men who do get diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you so much for your strength. We appreciate it, and definitely head online so you can be a part of all of this, and so you really feel that you're not alone. But for you guys at home, don't go anywhere as yet.